put your hands together as I welcome the lead small firm factor and HPC engineering team, Intel Software APAC, Mr. Milind.
Hey guys, you can hear me in the back? Okay, welcome. On behalf of Intel, all of us here from Intel, we welcome you and then thank you very much for taking your time out and then coming here. We will assure you that it's going to be the most productive 2 days, okay? And then hopefully that we'll see some really cool ideas coming together in this right room over the next, 24 to 48 hours, okay? Over the next 10-15 minutes, I want to start with an experience that I had last week, okay? Around 10 days back, I've been to Chennai in a train. I usually don't travel in a train. And then we were in the train and there was this family right in front of me, okay? 2 kids and then mom and dad. And if you look at when I walked through the entire train, many people, they had devices on their hand, okay? It could be smartphone, it could be tablets, they had earphone and listening to music, okay? And then during the course of next 5 hours, it was very interesting for me to watch out the dynamics that happened over the next, in that family. They had 1 tablet and then the dad had a smartphone, okay? So the 2 kids, I think the sister was around 12, 14-year-old and then the other guy was around 6, 7-year-old. They were fighting for the tablet, okay? And then the mom is trying to, make peace between them that they can actually share this particular tablet. And then in between, she is telling the dad to give his smartphone to one of the kids so that, they both are engaged, okay? And the dad is upset because the battery is getting drained and he wants to check his emails, right? So it was very interesting for me to watch, that dynamics for the next, for the 5 hours. But that's the world that we live in today. Gone all the days when, people sit in the train and, they are playing cards, eating a lot of food, and then talking about it, and, you're talking to a stranger, people reading, it's all gone, right? People are all into devices, etc. And that's a fantastic and a great opportunity for a lot of you developers today, right? If you're looking at India, you have, more than around 500, 600 million phone connections, and broadband and then internet connection is pretty small, and there is a huge growth to go, okay? And the devices are multi-screen screen sizes, multiple form factors, multiple operating systems, and then it's a huge, huge opportunity. At the same time, that brings a lot of challenges to you, okay? You have a cool idea, how quickly I can develop, okay? So developer productivity is very critical, and then get my application onto the market. So developer productivity and then quickly you're going to get to will be the very key, because somebody elsewhere in the world, he can actually come up with the same idea, okay? And then put it in front of. The second one is differentiation. If you go and then check any application today, any application vertical rather, there are so many different applications which are targeting the same thing, okay? So how do you write an application which is different, okay, which can give a differentiated experience to the guy who's actually using that application, and he'll be forced or addicted to use that application that you have written versus so many others are there. So for developer productivity, differentiation, but is that enough? No. You have to market or distribute your application so that the word for your application is reaching to many, many, many people, around the world. So those are the 3 things, great challenges. And today, over the next course of few hours, we are going to tell you how we can help, okay? So after this talk, I think Gayatri is going to come on board, and then she's going to talk to you about how can you write Intel, applications for Intel architecture, that is the native applications, by taking advantage of some of the Intel features that are there so that you can create some differentiated offerings in your application, okay? So she's going to cover that. Right after that, Suprabha is going to come and she is going to talk about the tools, okay? So we do have a suite of tools that are from Intel that will help you write applications quicker, test your applications, performance analyze your applications. So she is going to talk to you about that. And after that, we are going to talk about a couple of SDKs, XDK, which will help you to write your applications cross-platform. I did talk about, the variety of devices, different operating systems, how can you write an application and have many users or many different stores you target. So Raghavendra is going to cover that. And finally, Dushyant is going to come and then talk about marketing, predominantly how you are going to market your app. Let me just give you one example, the experience that I had, last time. I was looking for an application for a pedometer, okay? So I had this pedometer that I bought, I walk every day, so it stopped working, so I just wanted to see if I can use an app. So I went and then searched for a pedometer, and I got huge list of applications. Then I started to looking over it and then see, okay, which is the application that I need to go and then download, okay? Then I started looking into some of the comments, and then there are so many different things, and I just got bored of it. Then I started looking out and then to see the reviews, right? Are there any interesting reviews? Because accuracy is very critical. If you are walking around 100 steps, and if the app tells you that you walked 140 or 60, it's no good, right? So then I started looking over the reviews, etc., and then any other app, and finally I downloaded an app, okay? So I think marketability and getting your word out is very critical, okay? So I'll give you just one example of an ISV that we worked with. The ISV is called as a Mango Reader, okay? They are into an education app. We basically worked with them, and then provided technical help. So we basically looked into their app, and then how they can take advantage of some of the Intel features. For example, let's say sensors, okay? So it's a education app designed for kids, okay? And we created a couple of interesting experiences working with those ISVs. For example, when you take the device and you shake, the leaves fall off, okay? It's very interesting. Just simple shake and then the leaves fall off in the story, okay? The other experience that, we created was, there is a lion, okay? And then when you put your hand towards the camera, okay, it roars, woo, like that, because it understands. And then it's a couple of very simple but interesting experiences that we worked with them and created. And we also helped them to market their application by showcasing their application in NWC, okay? This is just an example, but we do that as well. So over the course of next 4 hours, we'll talk about these 3 aspects. So basically developer productivity, differentiation that you can create on Intel architecture, and then how we can help with respect to marketing, okay? So those are the 3 things. And then again, I thank you very much for taking your time, okay? And not but at the least, there are a lot of cool prizes to be won, and a lot of entertainment that is planned over the next 24 hours, okay? So I again thank you, and then have fun for the next 24 hours. Happy coding, okay? Thanks.
Well, the first